Hi. It's been a while. How have you guys been? Hiya Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome to a new game on my channel. Now, it's been a while since I've even done one of these Let's Plays, and I kind of wanted to do this one because, well, I had it sent to me on Keymailer and never got the chance to make a video on it for a while. Welcome to the last cube. Folks, you're gonna find this a very interesting, like, puzzle adventure game, and it has a very deep story attached to it, but for some odd reason, when you play the game, it really doesn't give you the full details about the story until you've played it until you've actually gone through and collected a few of the items. So it's basically the story is a hidden one until you've actually done things. But for now, I'll give a little bit of a premise for you all, and just give this like a first look, showcase like the first set of levels, and then be done with it. But basically, you're basically the last sentient cube remaining on this planet of cubes. Basically, the Council of Six, representing the six faces of the cube, have gone so far as to mine relics throughout this entire planet. And as relics have been mined, various sides of the cube have started to fall. And this is where we come in. The last remaining cube needs to save the planet. So, I've already had a chance to get close as possible to 100% on my current playthrough, but I'm not going to go through that and try to challenge that, go back and challenge, but instead, I kind of want to go in and just start fresh, give you guys an idea of what's happening in here, and showcase at least, just try to save one or two parts of the planet just for this video. Honestly, if it were Keymailer, I would not want to have that red X marking a bad reputation on that site, so let's just jump right in. As you can see, that's the planet of cubes that are right there, each face having its own individual color, but then suddenly a calamity occurs, and you can see that pieces of it have been shattered. And now this mysterious relic. Which forms us. Alright. So our first step, move, and while I would love to give you an idea of how this works, or rather, I could just do this. And then, the idea here is, well, it's just what I showed you right now with this particular scene. What you just saw was me placing the face that I marked this X here, this blue X, onto the matching face with the trigger. Now we're going to do the exact same thing over here on this end, but we have to be careful where we end up because we're rolling. So, where we're right now, so for example, I'm going to give an example right now. Where we're facing right now, what you would normally see as your thing is face down next to the trigger, we try to align ourselves like this or like this so that we can just turn it and then enter it. Like that. And then there's two more up here. Interesting. I'll just go ahead and try to get this into memory bank. I'm gonna try to put this in memory. How did I remember doing this? Well, a face down on a corner implies I can just start making circles until I actually get the thing I want. But there's also other ways I could do it. But I think I'm just going to do the one circle method and then just do that, and then finalize it like this. Alright, and that's the tutorial section complete. We move on to... Oh. The last cube. Basically, those bots are basically our Ooh. Mysterious as it was, we've gotten faces but then lost our faces. Anyway, the path's beginning. Essentially, I'm gonna spoil it for you now. The path is basically, this cube is going through all of these individualized trials. It's about 18 plus a few levels of, if you will, think of it like enlightenment in that particular religion. It's basically this cube is trying to transcend these paths and become enlightened. Well, not just become enlightened, but also resurrect this planet, if you will. Oh. And since you don't have a jump function, you at least get some help along the way with these elevators. And there you go, our first sticker. And okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a thing. What's the point about using, well, these two stickers right there over just having the sticker that you have right now? I mean, sure, I can just go on and trigger another sticker if I wanted to, but I still have my sticker. But the other beauty of this, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be very surprised to see this, is there's powers attached to this. For instance, this blue X, I can rotate and basically save myself. I mean, I only need one, so I can just sacrifice one of these things to the water, which basically just ruins the sticker and ultimately takes it out. I mean, I also had a thing here, but what's the point about doing that when I could just easily just run through all of that myself? Anyway, that's my light bridge to indicate I've, well, activated by that trigger, but also just a way of helping me out. Then we have this reset panel, which, well, clears me. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I never really used the zoom function, but yeah, it's a good idea to use. Now, this one... Here's, I'm gonna try to remember. Well, first off, normal way of doing this, you can't even do it. There's two ways of doing this. First, I could technically go in like this and just be like, okay, I'll go on the side and just save it like this. An alternative method of doing this, I can just go like this and just reset myself like that, is that I can also set like that, and then, if I can be careful with it, use my power. I mean, it doesn't tell you right away, but to actually do this, but I think it's worth the effort of just trying. I mean, I fucked myself like that, but I'm just gonna use the alt method of just having my face on the side and just not giving a fuck right now. But yeah. Also, I apologize for any language that comes in. I'm gonna try my best to censor it for the purposes of helping the family-friendly folk. And now this is where the tutorial actually helps me in here, because this is where I was trying to tell you guys, oh, you can do this to save your stickers. Somehow helps. And I bet you we're gonna do the same thing here to try and... Yeah, see, we have to... Yeah. Alright, so... Oh, the end of this level. Okay. I'm gonna be happy about this. And with a single click, kabloom, we are set. Alright, first level, super easy. Not too problematic. It may get harder as you go. So at least now you have a little bit of a hub situation to look after. So let me go ahead and... This is the hub. Here you can explore and enter different levels. You can return here at any time through the pause menu. Now, this is a section that Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a secret. This area here, you're going to definitely need it for later. I'm not going to focus too much into detail about this, but there are other, like, little abilities you will need to access this area. I just wanted to show this off, just because that's something you might want to look at, because there's not a lot of things you can explore right away. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's continue on with the next level, which calls itself, once it shows itself. Oh, before we do that, though, we have the yellow sticker now. In this game, yellow is basically royalty, and I believe you get access to... And I believe this is the earliest you can get it. You get access to all 6 stickers towards the end, and yellow is basically the very last one, because usually yellow is reserved for, like... in this game, the Council of 6, going into lore here. Yeah. Similar to how, like, purple is a symbol of royalty in most kingdoms, it's a concept of royalty here too. Council of 6. Symbolism of the council. Anyway, moving on to this open area with broad daylight in our sights. The Valley of Creation. Essentially, this is basically us. Now, before I continue, I'm just going to do that. And then get my focus on and just do that. Get that in place. And there you go. Easy solutions require you to use all 6 of your faces. What do you know? Now, how to get through this. Oh, never mind. I'm already right here. Huh. Alright, reset. We get this in place. Just as simple as you can. Get this in place, get that in there, and then finish it off with a little bit of... And that opens your door. Again, it's a puzzle adventure. Not just knowing the whole lore of things, but also you got the puzzles to guide you through it. Oh, and our first relic. Okay, so our first relic automatic, let's go ahead and see it. Relics are the essence of this world. Temples, machines, and even cubes themselves are made from these malleable objects. Indeed, each cube started out as a single relic. This makes one wonder, when we mine relics from the depths and build machines from them, do we take life away from cubes that could have been? Relics have an ethereal appearance and are not disrupted by physical disturbances. Thus, relics are resilient to any calamities the world might bring and are perfect for storing messages for future generations. Perhaps one day the last cube itself will also find these writings, which will aid it in understanding the cube ways of life. Whoever finds these messages, we do not expect them to forgive our failures, but we hope these messages, the official and unofficial ones alike, will give a glimpse into the richness of the cube world that existed once and which could exist again. Not every relic contains a message like this, but all relics are valuable and can be used to unlock bonus levels. So, we've just unlocked our first relic and a little bit of lore to go with it. Basically, what's going on is the planet has failed as a result of mining relics. These relics that we've collected, including the one we just collected, are basically, I don't know, things to... a lot of things to... I'll just say this, it's complicated to say the least. But yeah, time stuff usually helps if you have your speed boost on. But anyway, inward we go. And now I do my rotate to do this. Should be no problem at all. But now we have a little problem here, which our bridge is missing. I think we may have a little bit of a challenge to say here. What do you say? Or rather, I don't think we'll be able to do it. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, shit. Maybe it'll help. No, not that way. I want to go this way and then rotate like this so that I can do this. There we go. It helps if you know your abilities. Like this blue X, that's your rotate, and then the other yellow X, which is the cross, was the dash. So basically, I could just be like, have this on my top face, and if I wanted to, I could just dash in the direction. But I don't want to, because I don't need to right now. So just pop the elevator in, and we're good. So I could be like, I can be careful with this, I could be like, whoosh! A good feeling to just, if you need to let your emotions out, if you need to just get some stuff in and you're basically this cube, have a yellow face up and then crush! Just like that. Good feelings. Good stress reliever. I could technically have all my faces there if I wanted to, and I'm just gonna complete the damn thing. I know this is gonna give me a relic, so just give it to me, man. Why don't you? There you go. And there you go, it's gonna give me a new one. Breakable boxes. These rocks with yellow cracks in them look like they are just about to break open. Dash through them with your yellow power and these obstacles will be cleared. In a survey of 200 cubes, it was discovered that dashing through a breakable box results in a 9 out of 10 level of satisfaction. 10 out of 10 satisfaction is achieved if there's a surprise inside the box. See? It is a stress reliever! Anyway. With all those complete, I could technically say we could have easily passed the challenge if I wanted to, but I didn't want to take care of the challenge. I'm not really focused on the challenges in this one. Even though the challenges would be really nice to have, they don't really reveal them to you until you've actually completed the level, which is good to think about if you're really wanting to get something done. But for now, though, I just want to get this done. This might be my last level before I oh, interesting. We actually have interesting. Now watch this. We're basically locked in place, and because we're locked inside a place with walls against it, we can't even rotate. We actually have to move back to rotate like this to help us out. And now a long and winding path helps us guide our direction. Is there anything that's going to come from this? I don't know. Maybe you tell me. A door opens our path. Before we go on, however, I noticed a couple breakable boxes over here that might be hiding something. Let's go have a look. Haha! We were missing something all along. Let's get this crystal in here. The blue sticker is arguably the most commonly seen sticker in the cube world. While, for instance, the yellow sticker is connected to royalty and importance, the blue sticker is associated with pragmatism, calmness, and being down to earth. The blue sticker's power allows its wielder to navigate water safely without losing all their stickers. This power of spinning is not always required in puzzles, but it can always provide utility for maneuvering. I mean, it's a dependency case. But yeah, we have our stress reliever. And there you go. Easy peasy. Now, I didn't always have to use that X. I mean, it was worth the effort of trying anyways, but sure. What can you do? Anywho, this is another one. We have a timed thing. We have a timed button here on our left. We have a trigger up on top. What I think is a trigger. Like, how long does that last? That is a quick one. Oh my god. Easy solution. Just put a yellow sticker on the face opposite the blue sticker, and then just speed across like that, and then there. All right, problem solved. Now I could technically just do a thing. Now the speedy approach, I'm just gonna give you the speedy approach for this. Just pass by it, and then we're done. Oh, good lordy. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Or did when I actually completed the game with no challenges. And now this is tricky. Imagine you're about to head to that thing when suddenly there's a whole thing of like water nearby. You can't really pass through water. What you gotta do? Go through the sides. See what I mean, boys and girls? Anyway, as we approach this, we have another relic nearby, and I'm gonna do a thing. Which I should have done a different approach. If I knew where I was going, I'd be happy. If that's gonna approach me... How many does it go? That goes 4. So I'm back here after 4. If that happens, then I think I should be here to dash, because then once I collect the sticker... Yeah, there we go. And that collects my relic. How can you fit through that square hole? Dash away with the yellow sticker, my friend. Breakable boxes will also no longer pose an obstacle. Many cubes who receive a yellow sticker for the first time describe it like having wings. The speed, the agility. But I would urge you to ask drones about what it's like to have real wings. With this sticker, you will dash 4 squares forward, no more, no less. One cube malfunctioned once and managed to dash 5. Too bad the 5th square was a cliff and not solid ground. Ever since that accident, we include an edge detection instinct in all cubes. A fun activity to do with friends is to dash into each other head-on. Or so I was told before I tried it for the first time. If you don't have friends, consider yourself lucky. There is a fascinating history behind the yellow sticker. If you ever reach the palace on the yellow side, I'm sure you'll have more knowledge on the topic. A palace, eh? It's basically royalty at its finest, if you will. Imagine yellow is basically the purple of this game, if you will. Not necessarily rare in a sense, but I think you'll get the idea. Oh, before I go further with this, there is something I wanted to try and get, if I was careful enough. There you go. The cube planet is composed of 6 sides, each with its own peculiarities. The blue side is where each cube starts its path after being created. This place represents water, calmness, and curiosity, and introduces each cube to the basic cube maneuvers and sticker powers. In addition to watery caves and canyons, you will also see the cube factory here. The cube production line is ancient and largely automated. Parts of it have been improved over time, but its origins remained ambiguous. Most thinkers speculate that it is part of the obscure planet-wide machinery. may even have a mind of its own with safety protocols in place even for the most disastrous scenarios. And if I recall correctly, the Council of Six represents a group of thinkers, if you think about it carefully. Wait a minute. How did one do this again? Go like this, and then trigger like that. Basically, it just represents, oh, if your face is like that, then you're good. And there we go, that's it. Oh. I just wanted to give you guys a start, and a start I gave you all. With that done, your blue side of the planet is restored, and the rest of the hub is unlocked for you. How so? Simple. Watch. Before all of that, with that unlocked, I can access this area. And so we have this little area. But before we tackle all of this, I have a little surprise I want to bring up. And I believe it will require us to go here, and then I'm going to go down here and just be a butt, if you will. Oh. But then there's another thing. Well, little spoilers in case you guys ever decide to go relic hunting. We do have a relic here that can really unlock things. Your path takes you to various disconnected places in order to show you as much of the cube world as possible and to test your abilities in all kinds of challenging environments. Naturally, portals are the best solution for transportation in such a case, and the hub has many. You can enter portals to replay levels with extra challenges, and with enough relics you can even enter bonus levels. In the middle of the hub, you will see a toy model of the planet reflecting its current state. While you're in the hub, please explore. This place has lots of relics of its own to discover. We know that everyone does it, but still, please do not discuss puzzle solutions with other cubes while in the hub. However, in case the world has collapsed and you're the only cube left, you have no choice but to complete the path alone. If that is the case, we salute you. We walk the path alone, and our next destination, if you so choose to continue the path forward, will be this red section. And I'm going to stop right here and just tell you guys, this was a great review to start you guys off, and good luck on your path forward into saving this planet. But guys, that is going to do it for the last cube. I really look forward to seeing where this will take us. We have a lot of direction, or rather, I'm not going to continue forward. You have a lot of places to explore. This red area, this red sticker is a mystery. This green one right here is also another mystery. You could also tackle some purple, and maybe even a little bit of orange here and there to try and spice things up. But of course, with every one of these comes a big challenge, and those challenges will have to come forward with you being the guy that plays the game. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe to that notification bell, share this video with your friends. If you like the last cube, go ahead and then play it on Steam. The link to that can be found in the description. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time,